The Boys Season 1, the Amazon Prime original based off the comic book series. So I just finished watching the entire series not too long ago, and I had high expectations going in because I remember everyone talking about it like it's the greatest thing that's ever happened. So I expected it to be really good. It starts off a little bit, wary because it's just a lot's going on and some make sense and some doesn't. But if you stick through the whole series, you're gonna really enjoy it. If you really like brutal, honest, and kind of really real uh, perspectives on things that have been like created in like such a positive light, like the idea of superheroes being pure and honest and good. This is the opposite of that. It looks at it in a very cynical way, but in an interesting way, and it leaves room for the idea of there being good heroes and not just shuts down the idea, and it really works. The cast is amazing. The acting is great. The story is really fantastic. I truly don't think there's going to be a unique and as interesting story as this in TV for a while. And I know it's an adaptation, so it's really not unique or creative. But for TV, from what I've seen, it's something really different, and it works really well. The atmosphere and the aesthetic to the show is gorgeous. It's just dark, it's gritty, and everything looks like it fits in that story, and it looks like it fits in that world. Nothing really stands out, but nothing's supposed to stand out, so it works and it looks great. There's things that I didn't love. Sure, the series isn't perfect. There's some confusing moments, some over the top moments that are just like feel unnecessary. There's some questionable decisions made by certain characters on both sides that I just don't feel like made sense to their character. I'd go into that more on my written review when I'm gonna do more spoiler topics, but I want to try to talk about it without spoiling the show for people. If you haven't heard of the show yet and you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. You don't want to know a lot about this show because I didn't know a lot about this show, and it hit me better because I didn't know a lot about this show. But the show is gruesome, it's bloody, it's dark, it's not for kids. If you're trying to find a superhero show that's fun for children, go watch Teen Titans Go or something. This is not for kids. I wouldn't show this to a kid. It's really dark and mature and sadistic. And the thing about the series is that you're not gonna understand this to the extent you need to if you're a kid. It's a very political show. It's very straightforward politically. That people that don't know politics and are younger aren't gonna understand when we're talking about corruption in the government, in upper class versus lower class, and the treatment and the how easy it is to get away with certain things as a celebrity and all of that, and like it questions your identity, like you're questioning your identity in the series, like the characters are, and a lot of mature things that really like 17 and up I'd expect would 17 to probably like 28 is where you're really gonna hit with this demographic, and then anyone over 28 is still gonna be able to really understand it, but a lot of it is really meant for, like I said, 17 to 28-year olds that are still trying to figure out certain things in their life. But it's really good. The topics are amazing. The voice, the acting is incredible. I think it's ridiculously phenomenal. I think they do a really, really good job at making realistic portrayals of these characters, and they also do a good job at having two like they clearly have a basis that they created these characters on that mirror the other characters perfectly. You can recognize who these characters are based off of. You can recognize who they're supposed to represent and what they're supposed to represent. And there's a lot more to go into, but I wanted to just do a quick little video talking about this and saying that this is probably one of my favorite television shows on TV right now. I'm excited for season two. Thank you, Amazon Prime, for this, and I definitely would recommend this to anyone, especially anyone in the comic book world, for people that like to deal with shows that deal with power and corruption. I'd say what I got out of it for this first season, there was two main themes, or three main themes. There's the thirst for power, there's the abuse of power, and then there's the fear of power. And I'll go more into that when I do my other writing writtens about this. When I write more like reviews and stuff about this, I'll talk more about those themes. But if you're interested in any of those themes, really of like corruption, that really involves corruption, you're gonna like this show. So yeah, definitely check it out.